Let's look at a couple of variations on the index function. So here's one variation. Suppose we have a variable x, it has these letters in it, and I want to look for a word in this variable. So I'm going to look for the word dog. Let's see if we can find the word dog. This is Indexw says look for this word. And so if I'm going to go through and print this out, it finds the word dog at character 11. So it starts here and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the first letter of the word dog starts at 11. And that's where it finds it. Whereas, look at the x2 function. It didn't find it at all because this index function, it's in variable x2. It didn't find the word dog at all because of all these spaces at the end of the word. If we deleted all these spaces, it would find it because index is just looking for any kind of character string in that order, in that pattern. Whereas W is looking for a particular word, so it's going to ignore spaces and it will look for things that are delineated by a space. So for example, if I've got something like this, A, B, C, D, E, F, and I'm looking for the characters D, E, F, the Indexw function will not find it because there is no space right here between C and D. So you can see U1 takes on the value 0 because that's not a separate word in and of itself. Whereas the index function will finds it begins at character 4. So compare and contrast the Indexw, which is looking for a word, and the index, which just looks for whatever pattern you have, to this Indexc function. It's just going to look for anything that you put out there. So for example, if I've got this mess of stuff right here, and I'm going to index C, I'm going to look at variable A, and then I want to find any of these characters, or I've got that separated by a comma, I can look for any of these characters as well. What it does is it sees which of these individual characters come first. So I don't have any zeros. I have a 1, it's way over here. I have a 2, it's right there. But I don't have any of these other numbers. On the other hand, well, I don't have any of these little characters. I've got this dot, it appears right there, and because that's the first thing that appears as opposed to the 2 and the 1, because the dot is the first to appear, it'll report a 4. This Indexc function reports a 4 as the first value of this x variable. So if I run this, you see I got a 4. Now on the other hand, if I'm looking for